Hello and welcome back, guys, to Football Fanatics. Me and Gokul are back again with Match Week 21 and year 2022. And Happy New Year to everyone. It's been
Yeah,
a
happy year.
fantastic year. It's been a fantastic past year, and we are here again next year, getting you all the match news again. We'll be continuing doing this, and it's been a great year for us, Gokul. It's been an absolutely amazing year.
Yeah, yeah, it has
Uh,
been pretty good. Yeah,
yeah, we started a new podcast and it's been doing great. And yeah, we reached somehow match week 21, doing our
yeah,
thing. And hopefully we continue doing this year too.
yeah. Let's hope this 2020 is even better.
Yeah, hopefully, and hopefully same for our clubs as well. So on
Yeah,
that note, let's begin with match week 21 results. And we have almost a title decided, no, this week. The results we have had.
yeah,
And without wasting any time, let's begin with the first one. We had that was a really interesting match. Arsenal versus Man City. Arsenal probably should have been the winners, but Man City showing why they are the champions, and they won it 1-2. How do you see that? How did you look at the game?
yeah. It was quite surprising because I didn't expect Arsenal to play that well. I thought City would have been running away with the game, but we have to give credit to Arsenal. They played really well. But yeah, some individual mistake and some refereeing mistakes caused the Arsenal the game. I actually they should have won that because they played really well in that match.
Mm. When I saw Arsenal, I couldn't see. I mean, Arteta is definitely doing some great job there because I mean, remove Aubameyang from that team was an absolutely great decision because now you
Yeah.
see that the Arsenal side has a bit more pace because of the youngsters in more involvement. You see Martinelli running circles around midfield, and you see, there are literally a lot of hard-working players right now in the team. When Aubameyang was there, you felt it was a bit lazy in the forward line. Lacazette and everyone is putting in shift right now, and considering the fact that Arteta wasn't there because of the COVID. And Arsenal were absolutely brilliant in the first half. They pressed Man City to the death, and it took a penalty by again a stupid penalty by Xhaka. I mean, he does this every time he's on the pitch, and he gives it to Bernardo Silva, and Riyad Mahrez scores from the spot. Man City gains advantage over there. Momentum shifts, but still, Arsenal didn't look like they were backing down. They were still pressing. But again, then comes the Gabriel's red card, and that's game done for Arsenal. Now they're in the back foot, and Man City clinches in the 94th minute. But Arsenal were
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant in the game. They should have their head held high right now. And Man City, absolutely winners in this one.
Yeah, exactly. Arsenal played they started the match really well. They didn't let Man City like run the show. It was all Arsenal in the first half. Then they scored a goal. Then I think they were in total control, but then again that Shaka, it was a stupid challenge for me giving away the penalty, and we know Myers was going to score goal. And then when Gabriel got the red card, I thought, yeah, it's over for Arsenal now. Now it's there's no coming back. Now City are going to score back-to-back goals, but it didn't happen. Arsenal stood strong, but yeah, then again City edged it, and yeah, they know how to win the matches that like which they didn't play don't play well because that's why they're the champions of
Mm.
England.
And they edged
So
it actually, to be honest, there, 94th minute. But
yeah,
Arsenal, I mean, Arsenal shouldn't be really disappointed in. Of course, they'll be disappointed they didn't win the match, or at least they didn't get any point from this match. But Arsenal played absolutely beautiful football in the first half. There was some of the best
yeah,
football I've seen Arsenal play like in past 2 seasons.
yeah. True. Now I think we have to give credit now to Arteta because he's building a good team now because and now we are seeing the improvement. Yeah, like past couple of weeks we are seeing the great improvement from the day that he removed Omang from the team. Team has moved forward really well. They are looking like a good unit. They are looking strong. The youngsters are playing really well. And yeah, we have to give a good credit to Arteta because
Mm.
we have criticized him so much. So
Absolutely,
now we
absolutely, yeah.
have to give him credit. Yeah. So it's really good to see Arsenal playing really well now.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I saw Arsenal's previous games, But they were against a really lower sides, and I didn't really give much credit because Arsenal should be beating them. But when it comes to Man City, I thought Man City was
Yeah,
absolutely slap Arsenal 4-0, 3-0. But when I saw the first half, absolutely, I was thrilled that Arsenal might get a result out of this one. But Arsenal was playing like they would get a result out of this one. But then comes the superiority of Xhaka. He does this every time. Whenever he's on the pitch, he either gets a red card, he gets sent off, he does something
yeah,
absolutely, he's a liability whenever he's on the pitch. He was there. He almost. I feel even if he got a penalty, if he had like calmed down the team, I feel Gabriel wouldn't have been sent up because it was all hot headed after that. And Gabriel, after that stupid challenge, referee wasn't giving anything to Arsenal at all in that game. Absolutely
yeah,
nothing. He was throwing yellow cards left, right, and center the whole game, and Arsenal had nothing in that whole game. And Man City, you know, looks like they're the title favorites now. Almost done, actually, to be frank. And yeah, City clinches it 1-2. Nothing to say here, but Arsenal should be proud of the performance.
yeah. Yeah, Arsenal should be really proud. Yeah, they were really unlucky with a couple of ring mistakes. Still, yeah, they played a really good match against a really strong Man City team.
Hmm.
So I think they should held their head high
Hmm.
because it was a really good performance. It was like really great. I think yeah, this was the best match in like last couple of seasons from Arsenal.
Yeah, good days for Arsenal. I feel if Arteta continues in this graph and Arsenal actually keeps improving, I feel it's not late that we might see a big name manager
Mm.
come in and actually, if Arsenal qualify for Champions League, maybe this year, maybe Arteta stays for another year, then some big name manager comes in and you can take the Arsenal to the next level. But yeah, Arsenal looked really nice in that game. Hopefully they don't fall off. But what I've seen from Arsenal, they were absolutely brilliant in that game. Man City,
Yeah,
march on, as much as I can say. Let's go to the next game we had. Chelsea versus Liverpool. I mean, the first half was absolutely brilliant, you know.
yeah. First half was like a fire. It was back to back attack from both the teams. It was like really as a neutral, it was a great match to watch.
Hmm.
But as, if we are a Chelsea fan or a Liverpool fan, yeah, it was like a heart attack coming back to back attack.
When I was
But
watching the match, yeah, where I saw Liverpool take the lead, I mean, we were playing well in that half when they took the lead.
yeah,
We were playing well. I thought we had the ball. Silly mistake from Trevor Chalobah. I mean, Trevor Chalobah, he's a young defender. He tried to clear the ball through his head. I mean, yeah, really silly. I don't know what he was doing there, but then he redeemed himself in the whole match. I mean, he was pretty good after that, the whole point. But that initial
yeah,
mistake cost us. I mean, then of course Salah's amazing goal, that shimmy at the end, to take out Alonso and the goalkeeper, and it was just brilliant, because we know
yeah, it
Salah, the
was,
form he's in, and it's just impossible to stop him. Um, but giving credit to the Chelsea players, the way they came back, Kovacic's strike was absolutely brilliant. I mean, he took almost a foot back to score that goal. That was absolutely
yeah,
beauty to see. And there was Pulisic running goal, and that was really a really nice performance from Chelsea, considering the fact, the statements that have come out from Lukaku and the injuries we have had. No, absolutely no fullbacks, and we are playing with really aged in Aspilicueta and no Christensen again. A lot of injuries. Of course, given that Liverpool also had COVID out, even the manager was out, but we didn't play with a number 9, and we had a lot of players missing. Considering all the pressure that was on Chelsea, this was a brilliant performance from us.
yeah, absolutely. Because we saw like it was a really surprise. Like Lukaku was left out of the match.
Mm,
So yeah, it was a big statement from Tuchel. Then again, when Liverpool took the two goal lead, I thought, yeah, now I don't think Chelsea might come back because they don't have a number 9. Yeah, they were playing really bad, but they were not getting close to the goal. But yeah, Kovacic's strike was brilliant because he was going backwards to hit the ball.
mm.
It was really hard to hit like that. But he got it really like perfectly and he scored. Then again at the end of the first half, Pulisic comes up and he scores that goal. It was a really good finish. Yeah, then I thought Chelsea might go and win it because they had the momentum going
Mm.
for them.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
we dominated the match in the second half as well, yeah, considering the
yeah,
possessions and everything. The only thing we didn't get is a winner, but I would
Yeah.
put down to as we didn't have a number 9 to convert those chances we had in the middle of the park. But actually, to be honest, our midfield absolutely bossed Liverpool's midfield. I mean,
Mm.
they were non-existent. I feel Fabinho did okayish, but apart from him, the midfield there was nobody in midfield that was stopping us. Their forwards, of course, Salah was on fire, Mane was on fire. I mean, they got the chances and they converted it. Apart from that, there was nothing. Liverpool didn't have anything. And do you really think Mane should have got a red card for that first challenge? Because that was a really
Yeah,
initial challenge, and it looked really. If it was us, I'm pretty sure that we would have got a red card, 100%.
yeah, that's what. Yeah, even I thought it could have been a red card because yeah, it doesn't matter if it's like at the start of the match or at the end of the match. It's an elbow. I guess he was going with the like elbow. So I
Hmm.
thought I thought it was a red card. Yeah, it was really disappointed that he didn't get the red card.
Yeah, and he stayed and he scored the goal. So that was the most disappointing part over there.
Yeah,
So yeah, but we take the points. But yeah, this keeps happening. There's no consistency with VAR and referees, which is quite
yeah,
irritating. In a sense, wish we didn't get a winner in this match. But all in all, this was a brilliant performance from Chelsea because it's a really tough job to hold Liverpool because they're an absolutely brilliant team, and they look like we have hampered each other's title race because neither of us won, and the only team that was one was Man City. So yeah, really bad points dropped. But yeah, Liverpool were they look really shaky at the back. Chelsea, if he only had someone who could actually put the ball behind, because we know Havertz can't do that. Even if he had someone like Timo Werner, I would say like we would win that game. We just didn't have the quality at the front who could convert those goals because we needed Pulisic at who played again as a right wing back once in the second half. Then we had Kovacic to score. Kovacic was the best player on the pitch. Absolutely, he was the best player for Chelsea on the pitch. But apart
yeah,
from that, I think we really missed the number 9, and I'm really disappointed from what it has come out from Lukaku because when you play around 100 million for a player, what you expect the player to repay that, but he has come in, he has not been here 5 months straight, and he started dishing out manager and the club. This is not what you expect from a 100 million signing.
yeah. It was yeah, it was really poor from Lukaku because you come to a club who they are giving like 100 million,
Hmm.
and yeah, he has not started well, and he started complaining about the tactics of the manager. Yeah, it's really hard because he is like giving up like right away. He's not even trying to fight like for the plays and coming back to his best. So yeah, it's really like really bad decision by Lukaku, like
Hmm.
giving that interview. It's really poor. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, giving the interview without the knowledge of the club
yeah,
officials and his own agent is really stupid. And talking about as if getting back Inter fans don't want him. We saw the
yeah,
ultras of Inter fan put up a poster that you were not in a hard times, so we don't really need you right now because Edin Dzeko is doing exactly what you were doing in that inter season.
yeah. True, because even they will be moving away because he was he wanted to like move to Chelsea. It was not that Inter was going to like sell him. He
Hmm.
wanted to move, so they sold him. Now he's telling that he want to go back. It's like even those fans are like faced, right? They won't be
Yeah.
like welcoming him back. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
really
bad.
disappointed from Lukaku because I really expected that him coming back would actually change our fortunes because this was a record signing. We don't really expect someone from a record signing to listen to all these things. I already hated Lukaku because he wasn't moving enough. Now it's almost double because the statements is just coming up from his mouth. Because I just really hope that if he doesn't perform this season, I'm still sticking to my note. If he doesn't perform this season, rest of the matches, I really hope that we can sell him back and get a proper striker because I don't really see Lukaku actually taking us anywhere because he might be scoring here and there but I don't really see him scoring in big matches because the man can't move that freely. He isn't that good. I think we wasted our 97 million, and that's come us to bite us because he's not good in the character. I mean, he maybe have come out to please the Inter fans, but in the process he's disturbed the relationship with the Chelsea fan, which he just signed a contract for 5 years for. That's really stupid from
Yeah.
Lukaku.
Now he has lost both the fans. Like Inter fans has already left him. Now Chelsea fans are also like started to hate him. Yeah. So it was a really stupid decision. decision by Lukaku. And now I
Yeah.
don't think there will be like clubs lining up to sign him because
Hmm.
it's really hard. Only I think like there is a news that Kane and Lukaku might get the swap, but I doubt because Kane coming to Chelsea, it will be really like the Tottenham Spurs won't like
Yeah, I know,
forgive
I
him.
know. If that happens, I'll be the happiest man because you know how highly I rate Kane. Kane is absolutely
Yeah,
my favorite, and Lukaku going and Kane coming in would be a boon for us. I don't really care Lukaku. I'll pay the Uber money if he goes back to, from here to Spurs Stadium. If this deal happen, I'm 100% sure that we can get into the title race next season. If Kane comes back, if comes to Chelsea, this Lukaku guy, the way he's dissed the club, I don't really see him more than 1 year in our club. I just hope he starts performing. If he doesn't perform, the fans will be on his back in stadium. He will be back in the Spurs game, I think tomorrow or day after tomorrow. If he doesn't perform in that game, you'll see how the Stamford Bridge is going to react to
yeah,
him.
there will be a lot of booing. Yeah, yeah,
It,
it will
it,
be
it,
there.
ain't- it ain't going to be good for Lukaku. It ain't going to be good for that. So that was really bad. So considering all this fact, Chelsea getting this 2-2 draw was absolutely brilliant for us. Now we will have to see how Lukaku comes back in the squad. I don't know how he does it. If he doesn't score the winner against Spurs, I feel fans are going to kill him. Fans are going to kill him on the bridge. They're going to boo him till he die. And we know Lukaku, once he starts getting booed, because we saw that at Manchester United, once he starts getting booed, he loses his mojo. He doesn't do anything.
Yeah, yeah, we saw in United. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's how now it's like how they handle the situation. Now it's really bad situation right now. But I think Tuchel made a like really good decision to leave him out because of all that buzz. It would have been the dressing room would have been like not like together. So
Mm.
now I think it was a really good decision, and they played really well without him. Now let's see what going forward what happens.
Yeah, no one
Yeah,
else to blame other than himself, because
yeah, it's all
it's all him brought him because he scored 2 goals and fans were really happy on him. Then he gets on this, releases this big interview. I don't know what he was thinking, and done. Fans are against him, manager is against him, club is against him. Now it's a really uphill battle for Lukaku to come back to the squad. So we'll have to see how he performs in this Spurs game we have, which is a really important because now the Premier League is gone, other trophies becomes way more important. So yeah, hopefully we can get into the other trophies. So I'm really looking forward to this game. A lot of factors to view that. Let's go to the Liverpool's performance in this game. Liverpool, where now that Salah and Mane will be going to African Nations Cup, so they'll be missing two of their best players now. Now, how do you think the pressure is going to mount on Liverpool?
yeah. I think the Premier League title I think is pretty much over because it's Man City to lose now. Because
Hmm.
we know once they get onto that winning like momentum, they just go back to back win. They just go on. So I think even they would have realized that the title race is over. So they might be like looking for the Champions League and other cups. And yeah, now again Salah and Mane are leaving, so it's even more hard for Liverpool because it's Salah has been on fire this season.
Hmm.
He's the best. I think right now the best player in the world. So it will be a really big miss for Liverpool. So yeah,
Yeah,
let's see
Jota
how.
have to step it up. And as far as we know, Firmino, Allison, and Robertson again, and there'll be like couple more players to be out of the squad because of the COVID and the
Oh, yeah,
other injuries. These two players missing, we might see Liverpool drop way more points.
yeah, they can yeah, because we know Salah has been scoring goals for fun. I think he is the top scorer of the Premier League, and he even in tight matches he was like taking Liverpool to the victory. So yeah, he'll surely be really big miss. And
Mm.
from there, and Mane again is the very important player for them. And missing both the players, it will be really like hard for them.
Yeah, I feel that it's going to be really hard for Liverpool, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I hope Liverpool drop a few more points. I don't know how
Yeah,
we're going to catch up to Man City though, because I think the title race is done. But I just really want to don't get it want to sucked up into the top four battle because we see Arsenal performing really well, and we are seeing Spurs again in the resurgence. So we don't really want to go into that battle. So it's just better to actually, cement our position in top four and look for a Champions League and other trophies. I mean, that's more, I think viable for Liverpool and Chelsea. So let's go to the next game that we had yesterday: Manchester United versus Wolves. Wolves bossed Manchester United. This is not an understatement. Wolves bossed Manchester United. Ruben Neves was running the park. Moutinho gets that goal. Moutinho surprisingly has 2 goals in Premier League and both against Manchester United. And Wolves were really good, absolutely brilliant in that game. Manchester United
Yeah.
looked like really lethargic, couldn't move the ball at all. Scott and Fred,
Happy.
both of them, they look like non-existent. They were not moving. The only not even a best player, which was a decent player in the pitch for Manchester United was Phil Jones. The man didn't play for you guys for like
2 years.
2 years, and now he's coming back and he's performing okay, better than you guys, better than Varane, better than Harry Maguire. I mean, it's really bad for Manchester United. I mean, how much do you think this goes to Ragnick? How much do you think this comes from an individual player? Because it didn't feel like you had coach change. It still felt Ole was in charge.
Yeah, that's what. I think they're still in a hangover right now because United didn't play itself. I think it was all Wolves. United didn't have any control of the ball. They
Mm.
didn't have ball position, and they I think only had 2 balls on target. So it was 2 balls on target. So it was really pathetic from United. And the problem is, I think this 4-2 is 4-2-2-2. This system is not working with United because
I don't
they
think
don't have the
4-2
pace.
ever works in Premier League, because you play that system against a half decent side in Premier League, they're going to run over you unless
Yeah,
you
the
have
midfield
some
fine, okay.
brilliant midfielders. You
Yeah,
just can't do that for you just can't do that.
that's a problem. And United, they don't have that midfield. That's the biggest problem. They don't have the defensive midfielder. So and this and we can't play Bruno in this position because if playing Bruno in the wing is waste. He can't create. He doesn't have the pace to play in the wing. So I think this is not going to work. I think he has to like change the system because 4-2 it's clearly not working.
Hmm.
And he's telling that we want control of the way, and not even in the previous game and this game, United never controlled the game. It was
Hmm.
whole tools. And I think even in the last match, we won 3-1 against Burnley. But Burnley got a lot of chances. They created a lot of chances. United were not in control of the game, but just they made some couple of defensive mistakes and we scored goals. That's it.
Last
And
few matches, when
so,
you see how United has played, you see them edging against Norwich. They had a decent performance against Crystal Palace, maybe 40 minutes. Apart from that, every match they either have been
yeah,
lucky, or they have been absolutely, dominated by Newcastle. They got dominated by Wolves. I mean, getting dominated by Wolves, okay, I get it, because they have been decent side this season. But you guys got dominated by Newcastle United. I mean, those guys are the bottom feeders. And now we see United didn't even have a proper shot in the game, taking off, uh, Rashford, bring in this was a mess of a game, absolutely mess of a game.
but yeah, I think the problem is, yeah, that's what they like put Bruno on the bench and Rashford. I think he has been poor like last past few months. I guess. I think he has to now focus on football. Yeah, he's a lot more focusing on social works right now.
Mm.
I think now it's time to like more focus on the football pitch. And yeah, I think the system is not working for United at all. They have to change it completely because it's not working. And I think there's 1 week like for the next match, so I think they do the homework and get it right
Who
because
is
it's
United
really
up against next week again?
it's Aston Villa, I guess. Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. Oh, they are a decent side.
Yeah,
I mean, they are absolutely a decent side. You guys, if they are, I mean, I know they have some issues, using the COVID and stuff. If they get back their players, and if they are, I mean, they look really decent when they are playing against. They have
yeah, they
those
are.
periods. They have those periods of purple patches in 90 minutes, and they can absolutely be dangerous in those periods. If Manchester United, what I saw from United yesterday, if we are going to see the same performance from them against Aston Villa. Villa is going to win this.
Yeah, it's now really hard because even at the top of battle is really hard now because now Spurs have 2 games in hand, I guess. So
Mm.
if they win both, then they will like run away fast. And
Forget
even
Spurs. Arsenal are above you. You guys win your games in hand. You guys are going to still be behind Arsenal because
yeah,
that's and Arsenal look like a team. They really are improving. Spurs haven't lost a game since Conte has come in.
yeah, that's what.
That's how a good managers do. I mean, I feel absolutely United missed the chance getting Conte in. Now they have got Ragnick. I'm not dissing Ragnick. Ragnick has needs a bit more time, absolutely. But again, this is Ragnick is not a permanent manager. You guys gonna get a permanent manager next season, probably Pochettino. What I'm hearing from is, but yeah, do you really think United is going to get into top four? Because right now it's looking harder. Because you still guys have to play City, Liverpool, Chelsea again.
Yeah, that's what. Now we are seeing like Spurs performing really like differently under Conte. They are looking really good now. But United they have not changed at all. It's the same like in other situation. Ragnick he has not like implemented his like tactics in United so far. Like it's been over a month, I guess.
Mm.
Still, it's looking it's even worse than Ole, I guess, because and always like we at least we control some, we create some like goal chances. At least we
Mm.
had some attempt on goal. Here with this even bad. We are not like creating chances. We are not getting like balls to Ronaldo, Cavani. They are not getting any chances. Yeah, it's really pathetic for United right now.
Do
It's
you think
really
Ronaldo
hard
is
as
going
a
to stay next year if you guys lose out on Champions League?
yeah, that's what we have to see because there won't be many like teams looking for him. Like,
I
so
think
we
Real
have to.
Madrid will be. I think Real Madrid will be absolutely happy to get him back or whatever. If Real Madrid says, yeah, just come out for a couple of seasons, Ronaldo wouldn't say no. I mean, he's a Champions League man. You guys not being in Champions League is a big miss for him, and
Yeah,
he doesn't have many years in his career anymore.
it's yeah, true. Only like a couple of years left in him. So yeah, it will be understandable if we lose when if United those qualify for the Champions League. So yeah, but it will be really hard for United now because they have to win like back to back now because
Hmm.
Arsenal and Spurs they are looking really good and we have to not write to West Ham too. They were
Hmm.
also really good at the start of the season. Yeah, right
Hmm.
now they are boiled up little, but still they've got a really good squad. So we can't write them off too. So it's really hard for United now because they have like these matches they should have won against Newcastle and even against Wolves at home, they should have like got at least a point here. But yeah, losing like it is a really bad like situation for United right now.
Yeah, I think United should start winning the games as soon as possible, and they should be having their fingers crossed against big teams as well because now that they have lost so many points, they have to make it up somehow. And United are in a deep trouble right now. If they don't win, if they are not careful enough, they're right now they're just above Wolves, like what with a couple of points. Uh,
Right.
so so yeah, if they're not careful, that might be their permanent position, seventh or eighth. Absolutely, if that's the situation, I don't see Ronaldo staying next season. I feel there's going to be a lot of change again United. I feel there should be a lot of players from United who actually United should be, exorcising because you see players like Matic, you see players like really old players still there, not performing to their best, but they're still there. I don't
Yeah,
understand why you guys are still playing them. You guys could get better players. It's still Manchester United. Get better players. I definitely don't get the midfield situation of United because of the McTominay, Fred, and whoever the
matter.
midfield is. Yeah, Matic right now. I don't get that midfield. I feel definitely United need a better midfield than this trio because McTominay, okay, few games, all right. Fred again, few games, all right, lesser than McTominay, 100%. Matic doesn't have anything left in him. He's an old bones now. I think absolutely, you guys need a couple of 2 to 3 midfielders right now next season.
Yeah, that's what I'm not getting that point because Matic, yeah, he has been past his prime. I think like past couple of seasons now,
Hmm.
and he's playing Matic here, but I at least give some like game time for Van de Beek, right? Just try him in a game.
Hmm.
Let's see how he performs. Yeah, if he performs well, then take him off. But that's what he's not getting game time itself. Even Ragnick is not playing McTominay. Like sorry, Van de Beek.
Hmm.
So yeah, even I don't get, because it's really like surprising. And the problem is, there's no creativity in the midfield for United. There's
Hmm.
no through passes going forward. It's all side passing and going backwards.
Ronaldo
So
gets nothing. Ronaldo gets absolutely nothing, and he keeps running.
yeah,
Ronaldo was absolutely useless yesterday because there was no service. Because he's not
yeah,
a young Ronaldo who can take the ball and run anymore. You need to service him. There was nothing going for Ronaldo, and I don't really get people blaming Ronaldo because that's not his fault. Because he's no more the player who's going to take the ball from midfield and run. You just need to give him the balls, and that wasn't happening. Midfield was non-existent for Manchester United yesterday.
yeah, true. That's the point. Only like the chances we get was from the wings, and we don't have the quality to put in the crosses, because Aaron Van, this guy, he was in such a good like situations. He could have put in like a lot of good ball, but
Yeah, like
he
Aaron Van
doesn't.
Bissaka again. I want to touch up on him. I rated Aaron Van Bissaka for his defensive skills maybe last year, but this year
Hmm.
he is just dropped. Right now, you see Van Bissaka. I don't know what he does in the game. Half of the
Yeah,
time, he
that's
doesn't know where the ball is. Really poor from Van Bissaka again yesterday's game. And to be honest, last 2 to 3 games, what I'm seeing from Van Bissaka, really poor from Van Bissaka. It looks like he doesn't know where the ball is. He chases the ball like 2 to 3 seconds later than the release of the ball, and it looks awful from the Van Bissaka side.
yeah. Yeah, it's really awful when he goes forward with the ball, because he doesn't have the technique, I guess, going forward. And this season, they have told him to like go forward more, because last couple of season he was like sitting back. His defensive work is really good. Yeah,
Hmm.
I agree. But in a team like United, we need like attacking wing backs, because we play through the wings. Because midfield we are not creating any chances. So the only chance we have like is from the wings, and he's not at all capable of providing assists from the wings. I think it's it's a major drawback. And this season they told him to like go forward more. And when he's going forward more, it look awful. Yeah, he
Hmm.
doesn't have the skill to put in the crosses and go past the players. It's really bad.
Hmm. Even though Van Bissaka is back, I mean bad. I would give a bit more, credit for this kind of mayhem for Harry Maguire and Varane because they haven't been good either. As a most senior player of the squad, you must be a bit more, you know, um, controlling the back line. But looking at that squad, Maguire looks, clueless in last couple of games. Look absolutely clueless. De Gea looks like he's controlling the back line. Varane looks like he's a complete rookie in the game. But we forget he won Champions Leagues. His his quality is completely different. But when he has come to this United squad, he looks like a complete rookie in this squad. How has this happened? I don't understand because when you see individual players of this squad, you see Ronaldo, you see the names in this squad, Sancho, you don't feel like that you have those kind of players when you watch the match.
Yeah, that's the problem, because United, like they have not played as a team. They have like played like individual players. Some in some games they play really well, but as a whole team they have not like played well. Like they really like, even now they like depend on the individual qualities of players. Like they have not created chances as a whole. They don't play like, they don't manage the game well. They don't like control the game. It's really bad, because they just put the ball to some a good player like Bruno Fernandes, or like Ronaldo or a Greenwood, and they create some chances or they score a goal. But yeah, that's a problem with United right now. They are only, there are individual players, great individual players, but as a team they are not clicking. They are not like forming a team and going together. It's really like that's the that's what lacking for United right now. And I think Ragnick, he has not like solved the solution. Even in Ole's time it was same, and even now it's same, because even Ragnick has not solved the problem right now. I
Mm.
think he would. I think he need like a couple of the signings, I guess, because they have to move on some of the players. I think Marshall might leave this month, because he
Mm.
has told he want to leave, and so he might like he should get I think a good defensive midfielder. Then I think we we could see some
Yeah, I
change,
think United need to pick
because
up points really fast because as it's looking, because the top four battle is becoming harder. United loses a couple more matches, they are almost out of the top four. Absolutely. I don't see them coming back if they lose a couple more matches on the bounce. So yeah, it's Aston Villa game becomes absolutely important for United. They have to win this one. There is no doubt about it. If they want any chance to come back in top four, they have to win this Aston Villa game because
Yeah,
we know how good Aston Villa can be. So yeah, and United must be on their toes for this one. And let's go back to Wolves. Brilliant performance from Wolves again. They have been really looking decent against again Liverpool, against Man City. They got a draw against Chelsea. Now the winner against Manchester United. Now they're just a couple of points behind Manchester United on the table. How good has Bruno Lage made them this season? Much better than Nuno, in my opinion.
yeah, he has like completely changed the game for Wolves because they are looking like, if as a whole team they are looking really good. They are looking really good going forward, and as a like a defensive team, they have been really good under Nuno. Now even under Bruno, like they are the same. They're really hard to break down. The backline is really good for them, and they have like brought in a new goalkeeper. I think he has been terrific for them. He has been
Absolutely
on
brilliant.
fire.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would say so.
and the midfield is like they're like great. They have an experienced midfielder in Moutinho, and Navas is really great. He has experience in Premier League and he's looking really good this season. So yeah, all in all, they've been pretty good going forward too. So it's really good to see like who's playing really well because they
Even
have
though
been.
Raul Jimenez hasn't scored that much goals that we expect from him, and we know the quality Adama Traore has, but there is no output. Apart from these two issues, what they have, they still look like a brilliant side and really hard side to break down. It's not easy to get a goal against Wolves.
Yeah, that's right. It's not easy to score goal against Wolves because I think that backline is really strong. They have a
Hmm.
really good understanding between themselves, and they really like stay together. So it's really hard to break them down. And I think if they get a good like a number nine, like to take the workload of Jimenez,
Hmm.
I think they will like perform even better. And I hear that like Adama Traore might leave and they might bring in number nine with that cash,
Hmm.
with that money, with that amount of money. Then yeah, it will be a really good business for them because if they get a number nine, because I think Raul Jimenez is still like feeling that injury, like he's still not 100% fit.
Hmm.
So if they get a number nine and to reduce the workload of Jimenez and somebody who can score goals, then they can perform even better.
Yeah, I'll agree. I'll agree with whatever all the points you said because Wolves have been absolutely brilliant this season, and yeah, more to see from this Wolves side. I really thought that once Nuno Espirito left and Bruno Lage came in, I didn't really rate Bruno because I haven't watched him much. But looking at what he has done with his Wolves squad, absolutely brilliant. Another season, and if he can get them to top six somehow, it will be brilliant work from Bruno Lage with his Wolves team, and they would complement each other. That's the side from Wolves. Wolves are a very tenacious side. They stay solid at the back. They are really good adventures going forward. You see players like Ruben Neves taking shots from midfield. You see Jimenez coming in. You see Adama Traore dribbling you. It's a brilliant squad. They're a very tenacious squad. This manager absolutely, compliments them. I feel Nuno Espirito Santo was a little bit hindering, playing them a bit more defensive. This
Yeah.
manager has been absolutely brilliant with this squad. So yeah, this is a really good match. Bruno Lage to Wolves. Let's go to the next game we had. Watford versus Spurs, and Spurs get a late clincher at and one. Yeah, I mean, really about 95th minute. So it was really late goal from Spurs. There was absolutely nothing from Spurs again. Watford kind of held Spurs till the end, but yeah, Conte's magic. They get the final victory there. All 3 points. This is just brilliant from Spurs.
Yeah, it would have been heartbreaking for Watford because they hold
Hmm.
on to the 95th minute, and at the 90th they got the winner. Yeah, it's really hard for Watford, but yeah, Spurs they are looking really good. Like they're getting the wins, they're getting the 3 points here and there, and so I think they're unbeaten under Conte. So it's really good. Like it's really good under Conte. There he's I think he is like doing really well
Hmm.
because Spurs have improved a lot because under
They
Nuno
haven't
they were
dropped.
like,
They haven't lost a single game once he has come in. I mean, you
yeah, that's
you
what.
see the situation how Spurs were. they were losing
Yeah,
matches to really
they're
worse
hopeless
side.
under Nuno. Yeah,
Yeah, they were hopeless against them, and now you see Conte walks in and Kane started scoring, Son started scoring. To be honest, Con was scoring early as well, but Kane is
I think
performing much better, and you see the whole
yeah,
squad is performing really well.
I think the whole mentality like changed because now they have a proper tactic and they stick to it. Under Nuno, I think they didn't have a proper tactic because
I
we
think
know
players,
Nuno.
I think players respected way less
Yeah,
Nuno because of the caliber Conte has. I mean, you don't
yeah,
respect
he
Conte.
demands.
You're not in the team. You're gonna get thrown
Yeah,
out of
that's
the
what.
team.
Yeah, that's a like Conte like demands respect. He like if he tells something, then players have to like agree with that, or else you are out of the team. So I think now like players have started to like they know if they don't perform, then they are out of the team. So they are performing really well now, and I think they have got a good tactics too. They know how to, what is the tactic, and they are performing with that. Under Nuno, I think they didn't have a good tactics because we know Nuno is a very defensive like a
Hmm.
manager, but I think he was told to like play a little more advanced, but he did I don't think he has that like tactic in him because he's a really like defensive. If he's playing like a very defensive team, then he can do very well. But like going for advanced play, then I don't think he's that good a manager. So
Hmm.
like they didn't have the like, proper tactics under Nuno, so they were looking really like hopeless. But now they are looking really good. They are getting the 3 points,
Hmm.
and
They
yeah,
have the one thing that Conte has done with this team. They have made him defensively really solid. They're considering way
yeah.
less goals that we had expected that once Conte came in. And again,
Mm.
Dyer looks really nice again. Not that I rate Dyer, I feel Dyer is absolute garbage, but he's done good since Conte has come in. And you see the forwards. I think Kane has been a bit more really nice positionally. I think he's gone deep way more lesser. I think Son is performing really well. You see Hoiberg in really absolutely brilliant. He's doing really good again there. You see players right now turning up for the managers, and you're seeing the performance from Spurs. I think they're going to catch up to Arsenal. They're at this the top four battle is going to be the last position is going to be between Spurs and Arsenal. I feel so. United
I
need
think they have two
really,
games in hand.
yeah. So
Yes.
United needs to pick up points.
Yeah, true. Spurs have two games in hand. They win both, then they go to the top four, and they go above Arsenal. And yeah, it's really in Spurs' hand. It's theirs to take
Mm.
for them. So I think yeah, I think they might win both the games because I think they're winnable games for them.
I think they have a match
So
against Arsenal too. So yeah, so that so anyone loses points,
yeah, yeah.
they loses
Mm.
the ground there on the battle. So that one. So yeah, all in all, it's great performance. Spurs, Watford inching closer to relegation now. Now they are just I think 1 point or a couple of points above Burnley. I think Burnley has a game in hand. So they win the game in hand. They go above Watford, and Watford are back in relegation zone. I feel that's what is going to happen in a couple of weeks. But yeah, this is something we'll have to see. For now, Spurs march on, and yeah, we're going to see Conte's magic probably tomorrow against his former side, us, that is Chelsea. Chelsea versus Spurs probably tomorrow. We'll have to see how Lukaku comes in, all those things. So that's a brilliant game to watch. We'll have to see
Yeah.
how they perform. Let's go to the next game. We had Crystal Palace versus West Ham. That was a good game actually.
Yeah, again.
West Ham's getting three, they're late to fight back from Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace could have easily won this game. They hit the post like twice.
Yeah, I think it was really unlucky for them because it took so late for them to score. But yeah, they got the two goals. But I think West Ham, I think they became a little like lazy because after they scored the 3 goals in the first half. Because in the second half, I think Crystal Palace played really well. They created chances. I think the West Ham like lost the control of the game in the second half because
How
I
good
think
has Bowen has been? He's been absolutely brilliant
yeah.
this season. I mean, everything he strikes with force, it ends up in top corner.
Mm. Yeah, this season he has been excellent for them. Yeah, he has played really well. I think he has really improved as a player this season. So yeah,
Mm.
it's really nice. And yeah, even Crystal Palace, even they played really well. But yeah, I think West Ham just had that like quality in them for
Mm.
getting the
I
three
think
points.
Crystal Palace were heavily unlucky because You see them hitting. You see Edward hitting a post once. You see they hit the post almost really twice, and you see it could have been easily a different result. But yeah, West Ham were lucky. Declan Rice running right in that midfield. They were good. They were good. Scoring 3 goals isn't easy against Crystal Palace, as we have known in recent because Crystal Palace have been a really good side, decent side. So yeah, West Ham.
Yeah,
This is a very crucial 3 points for West Ham to put pressure in that top four battle.
yeah, it was really crucial for West Ham because they like lost, they just boiled down like past couple of
Mm,
weeks. They really needed 3 points here to like stay in the top four race, and they got it. They got the 3 points. Yeah, it was a bit lucky, but 3 points is 3 points. They got
mm,
the 3 points, and they're right there, right in the top four race right
mm.
now.
Yeah, right in the mix, I would say so. So yeah, great victory for West Ham. Crystal Palace wouldn't be that disappointed because they have been really good. There's really no threat there. They wouldn't. Then they were not really competing for top 8 as well. So yeah, Crystal Palace would not really be too much disheartened by this. Well, great points for West Ham though. Let's go to the next game. We had Leeds versus Burnley. Great 3 points for Leeds. They have put a good gap between them and relegation now. I think Leeds are going to survive.
Yeah, it was crucial game for Leeds. They had to win this match. It was like 6 pointer, and they got the victory. I
Mm,
think now I think Leeds will like feel a little bit more comfortable right
mm.
now because they put a little gap between the relegation zone and themselves. So yeah, it was really good performance from Leeds too. They played really well. I think it was one of the better performance of Leeds this season. I
Hmm.
guess.
Yeah, I feel
They,
that when I saw the Leeds performance this one, Dallas was, Dallas looked like Dallas from last season. Didn't look like, what I've seen from Dallas this season. He absolutely looked like the Dallas from Manchester City game of last season. He was brilliant in the
yeah,
game. Burnley, again, Burnley could get that one goal what they do, but defensively they were awful again. Leeds was really good in that game. Yeah, you have to give it to them. All in all, really good performance from Leeds.
yeah, they had to get this victory because otherwise, if they had dropped this point, then they would have been really like tough for them to survive because they didn't have the momentum, they didn't have the confidence. I guess these 3 points will give them a little more confidence, and going forward, I think they might like survive in this, like survive the Premier League this season.
I feel that too. This is a good point gap actually. I think around
Yeah,
8 points. That's a good point gap from relegation. I think
yeah, eight
Watford.
points. Yeah,
Yeah, I think Watford will be getting pulled back in that if they don't pick up the points. I really feel Watford are the one who are actually going down because Burnley just has too much experience and also they have a game in hand, so they can actually
yeah,
go out of this relegation zone by next week. Let's go to the next game. We had Brentford versus Aston Villa. Brentford clinching it late, 2-1. And this is bad for United because Aston Villa are coming from a loss again. They will be looking to get at least something from this Old Trafford.
yeah. I think Brentford again, like they march forward again. Again, they get surprised with 3-0 and there, and they like go forward.
Hmm.
So it was really surprising. I didn't think like they might win against Aston Villa because we know
Hmm.
Aston Villa is a team. They're a really good team, but I think they had a couple of COVID situations or they missed some players. But still, I think even like Brentford missed a couple of players. Still, I think it was a really good 3 points for Brentford. It was like a really confidence booster for them because even they were like looking a bit shaky past couple of weeks.
Hmm.
Now getting the 3 points against Aston Villa is really good because Aston Villa we know they are a really good team, and getting 3 points here I think it's a really like good 3 points for them.
I feel that too. I think Brentford have been balling this whole season, and against this Aston Villa side, when I saw Aston Villa, Danny Ings scored. I thought Aston Villa might actually clinch it, but then I saw Brentford's equalizer. Then I saw Brentford's late winner, and that was really nice to watch from Brentford actually. When he was considering the fact that Brentford just came from Championship, and they really were punching above the weight at the start of the season. They just fell a little off. That's Premier League. You fall off against tough teams. And they did. Again, they have started picking up points now, and they're almost set for next year. No.
Yeah, they look like comfortable because we know because bottom teams the Norwich, Newcastle, Burnley, Watford. I think these four teams might be in the relegation battle.
Hmm.
These four teams between them, three might go down because others are like they have a little more gap between them, the relegation zone and
Hmm.
themselves. So
Hmm.
I guess they're a bit more comfortable right now. But right now, yeah, like Brentford are pretty clear. They will be there in the next
Yeah,
season in the
I
Premier
think
League.
they are set. They are set. They're a good, really good team. Considering the fact, like 3 to 4 years back, they were playing in like what third tier or fourth tier of football. This is really a great achievement for Brentford. From what they
Yeah,
have, from where they have been to where they have come. So yeah, this is a great time for Brentford. I think they're going to survive this season. They're going to be really brilliant. They do a good more signings, which we know Brentford are famous for. If they do some couple of good more signings, I think they'll be set for next year as well. I think they are better squad than Leeds. They're not like Leeds. I think Leeds recruitment is bit more shakier than Brentford. Brentford has a bit more solid
yeah,
recruitment because we have seen the players they can recruit. So yeah, I think Brentford are set. Let's go to the last game we had. That was Everton versus Brighton. And Everton, DCL is back. We saw him back from injury. I mean, after a long time. He almost missed the sitter there. But yeah, Everton, Gordon almost got that unlikely hat trick. If Everton was a bit more careful, they could have actually got a point out of this one. But yeah, Brighton edges this one. Brighton edges it and they win 3-2.
yeah. And like Calvert missed a penalty too, right? So
Hmm.
it was very unlucky for Everton. Yeah, but again, like Brighton, some games like they just like come up and they got get the victory, and other games they like the games we expect Brighton to win, they lose that match.
Hmm.
So it's a roller coaster ride right now for Brighton. But yeah, Everton, I think again they are in really like poor form right now. They have to get some more players back. I think it's a big like step forward that they got covered
Yeah.
going back. I think
Yeah.
he
100%.
will once he get to that match fitness, then he will start scoring goals, and I think they will be much better. They will like start winning games after once he finds his goal scoring form.
Hmm. Yeah, I
So
think.
yeah, all in all, I think it was a really good match. Well, like both the teams play really like well. Both the teams could have won the match,
Yeah,
but
Everton
yeah,
definitely deserved actually something out of this game. But yeah,
yeah,
Brighton were good enough to actually get all the 3 points. They were initially really nice, but then we see Everton piling pressure on them last moments. But they were not. But if Dominic Calvert-Lewin was a bit more clinical in this game, Everton could have actually won this one. But yeah, really bad game as in terms of points for Everton because they couldn't really get anything from it, and Brighton get all 3 points from it. So yeah, this is a brilliant performance from Brighton, considering the fact they got a point from a Chelsea game, now getting the 3 points from this Everton game. They look really nice this season, way better than what we saw them last season actually.
yeah,
So
yeah. I
yeah,
think once like yeah, Calvert Lewin I think was a bit rusty because he is coming off with I think a long injury late. So
mm,
it will take time for him to like get back to match fitness.
mm,
So yeah, he was like bit lethargic. Like otherwise he could have like scored the penalty too.
mm.
So yeah, once he is back to full fitness, I think Everton will like start winning games. And I think Brighton they have like they're pretty decent in the table right now. I think doing pretty okay. So yeah, even they'll be really happy with the 3 points they got.
Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, with that, we're done with match week 21. Title is almost done, Gokul. I think Man City is clinching this one. I think
Yeah,
both Liverpool and Chelsea have fallen out of the race. United far behind, but there's still a lot to play for because of the top four race and still the Champions League coming up, FA Cup, Carabao. There's still a lot left in this season, and we're going to keep covering this whole year. So this is a fun ride. This is going to be a fun ride and a great season again. This is absolutely turned out to a brilliant season. I think there are way more surprises left for us this whole season. And guys, if you're still watching this, please like, share, and subscribe. We'll come back every week and give you all the match week and match week results. And with that, happy New Year again. I hope this year be brilliant for all you guys and brilliant for us, our clubs, and everyone. So with that, I think Gokul, I'll see you again with
yeah.
next week's
See you next.
preview.
Yeah, see you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye
See
guys.
you. Bye bye.